well, I'm out again one more night again. Going to our first week. This is our first week. We thank God for this tremendous weekend. I pray that these teachings have done something to you and you're tuned it. Hey, send me a little like, man. A little like, so feedback. Tell me something, man. Send something. Say, well, me, go ahead. Encourage me something. I just share this word because I'm going after the body of Christ to edify the body of Christ. You know, and I shared last night about the gates. And I said earlier on, every human that God created has humanistic gates within themselves. I shared that. I also share again too about the 4 gates in your head. Your head have 4 gates, and also 2 gates down below, here and back. You got 2 gates again. Yeah, so there are 6 gates in the human body. And I share about the eye gate. I shared also about the mouth gate. I want to share about the air gate, the air. Your air is very, very, very important. As I say, a deaf man could survive, you can watch your lips. But the air is a very, very important thing, you know. And Jesus had to deal with that, you know, with the air gate. And we need to be very careful what enter into our gate. Many of us had allowed so much crap to enter our air gate. Now we are being kicked to the curb. We are being frustrated. Because what we heard, see, and the air gate is very, very important. And you have to know that as a child of God. You know, you have to know. Because the air gate, not no open gate, not no gate that can close. You can't close your ears as you close your eyes. You close your eyes, you shut your mouth, but you can't close your ears. Listen, you know, and you still hear yourself. Our air gate is a doorway to our soul and destiny. Mark that down, somebody. Your air is a doorway to your soul. Your air has much development and much encouragement in your whole soul than your mouth and your eyes. Because your air, it takes words to penetrate. Your air, in fact, belief depends on your air. No one can believe unless they hear. You can see and believe. But when you hear, it's more attached to decision. And it becomes an appetite for your soul. That's what God told me in my meditation. I want to be very, very focused tonight. Because many of us, in fact, Jesus had to deal with hearing. Because you know that you could be stranded. Many are stranded because of what they choose to hear and believe. Because you cannot believe unless you see and you hear. Now, your nose is only the connection to your life. And give your senses the ability to smell. But that nose gate, it has no function beyond survival. Because that's where the life of a human being connected to the Spirit of God, which is the air. So you have to breathe air. You know, and you're breathing air through your mouth and your nose. There is no other way air can pass. So your nostrils is also life connected. Your nostril does not have no attachment to your soul. Your nostril, your soul don't depend on your nostril. That's life. If you stop breathing, you will die because air is not going through your mouth and your nose. That's how death occurs. But your air gate, air. Nothing will pass through here more than song, voices, words for the purpose of decision. That's a gate. So many are stranded by not having the destiny clear because of what they heard or what they are hearing and what they believe. I am very difficult when coming to what to hear and believe. I am very difficult. I'm a difficult person. It's not easy to really talk to me and get me to believe what you say. I'm difficult. I have to protect my soul. So the belief factor for me is very, 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 very important. Coming out tomorrow morning about hope. Many are stranded, it says, because of what they choose to hear and what they choose to believe. In Mark 4:24, Jesus said to the disciples, take heed what you hear. Take heed. The word take heed, be conscious. Be attentive to what you hear or who is speaking. Take heed. Take heed is not just words, but where it's coming from. Your husband, your wife, the police, the drug pusher, the gangster, anybody. Take heed. Heed means it's a whole general amount of decisions. Take heed. You have to watch who's saying, what they're saying, who they're saying to, why they're saying it, and if they're right what they're saying. All is taking heed. He said, take heed what you hear, with what measure you met. Measure means you have to analyze. When you say what measure, you have to start to analyze things. Analyze. I analyze things because why? My air gate is the doorway to my destiny and my soul. What you measure, with what you measure, you met. Take heed what you hear, with what measure you met. It shall be measure, shall be measured to you. So that means what you believe can affect you or make you better or make you supernatural or make you greater or even bring you to destruction and destroy you. What you hear. It can make you run cold. I heard things already where I run cold. What I hear affect my life. There are things I hear right now. I just can't get it out of my head because I hear it. So it becomes now resident in my imagination. Wow, good stuff here, Carl Mead. Take heed what you hear, with what measure you met. It shall be measured to you, and unto you that hear shall more be given. So we have access to more of what we heard. If you're hearing bad things, you will have much bad coming your way. If you hear good things, You will have much good days coming your way. Whatever you hear, it will be a part of you. Whatever you hear and you believe, it will stay a part of you. Oh, he's a drunkard, she's a prostitute, she's a gambler, she's a rapist, and this, that, what, everything. What you hear, it becomes a part of you. So he says here, shall be measured. In Proverbs chapter 1 verse 5 says, look what Solomon says. Solomon says in this text here, Proverbs 1 verse 5, a wise man will hear and will increase learning. A wise man. Only a wise man will hear. If you don't want to, you see, let me say it again. You can hear and still be a fool. A wise man, Solomon says, will hear and will increase learning. And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. Solomon said that. Anyone that has to grow has to learn. How you feel I get like this? I didn't just boom overnight. I learned. How I learned? I heard. How I hear? I attain. How I attain? I decide what to maintain. So I grow. A wise man will hear and will increase in learning. I like to teach. And anyone that has to grow has to learn, but to increase, it takes wisdom. You can learn and never be a wise man. You can learn and assess things wrongfully. You can learn and take wrong concepts. You can learn and analyze it. You can learn and never encourage yourself to grow. You can learn and never see things as it is. You can learn and have your own way, your own belief. You can learn and learn wrong. See, hearing the right thing is not all, but applying it is more beneficial. So again, hearing the right thing is not all, but applying it is more beneficial. If you don't apply what you hear, you can't grow. We are talking about the air gate. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 5 says, look at this one. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 5. It says here, look what it says here. It says, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. Solomon again. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise. So the amount of rebuke I got since I saved from fools, you'll be surprised. The amount of fool rebuke me. But when a wise man rebuke you, it's better a wise man rebuke you than a fool. He said, it is better to hear your ear gate, the rebuke of the wise, than for a man to hear the songs of fools. So a fool can be talking, thinking they're talking wise, but it's only a song. Only fool talks in song. But a wise man talks in learning. You see, many see rebuke as wrong, but it is meant to assist one to become wise. Every time I get rebuked by someone who are more advanced than me, is to assist me to become wise. So don't underestimate rebuke. Rebuke could be a measure that bring you into a kind of wisdom that you don't contain and you only obtain through rebuke. Because open rebuke is better than secret love. You know, I telling you. In Mark chapter 4 verse 9 says, this story here. Jesus. He says here in verse 9, he that has ear to hear, let him what? Hear. Let him what? Let him hear. Let him hear. Let him hear. He that has ear to hear, let him hear. Let him hear. Let him hear. Let him hear. He that has ear to hear, let him hear. He that has ear to hear, let him what? Hear. And when, verse 10, and when he was alone, the disciples were about him. 12 asked him about a parable. So Jesus, why you talk about parable? He have a ear to hear, let him hear. Jesus, why a parable? Verse 11, and he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery of God's kingdom. But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables. So there are two categories here, to you and to them. And we are talking here the mystery of God's kingdom. So you could be hearing good teaching, good word, and never believe it represents God's kingdom. You could be hearing good teaching and soup. And who you think you? And you can't believe that what you are hearing is mystery of God's kingdom. Verse 12 says, that seeing they may see. There are folks that seeing they may see and not perceive, not understanding. And hearing they may hear and not understanding. Perception is a type of, when you perceive, you go wrong. Your perception is based on what you hear. You cannot perceive if you don't hear. Verse 12 says that seeing they may see, not perceive, not grasp, not received, and hearing they may hear, not understand, lest at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them. So, if you had to be converted, your sins being clear, you got to have you have to understand that this thing is real stuff. Real stuff. This air here, what you hear, Jesus said, take heed what you hear. What you hear is real stuff. And in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13 says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Solomon said that after he realized he had no more say. And after he make all the mistake, say, let us conclude of the whole matter. Fear God. Say, let us hear the conclusion. Hear. Fear God. Behind the open gates, you must fear God and keep his command. For this is the whole duty of man. Fear God. So the open gate is bringing a place where fearing God is very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Verse 14 says, for God shall bring every work. For God shall bring every work in the judgment with every secret thing. Whether it be good, whether it be bad or evil. Every work. So you have to hear that. Hear that. Hear that. So when you hear that now, you have the ability to make correction. You have the ability right now to really fix yourself. Because why? You're hearing what I say. You have now the opportunity right now to fix your life before you depart. Hey, the gate is open to you. Can't be here. Stay inside. If you want to be contrary, come on out. Much love. See you tomorrow.